Hey guys, welcome back, it's Maverick here, and today we're watching another episode of Redo of Healer. So, if memory serves me correct, we should be dealing with a lot more bloodshed than anything more on the sexy side in this episode, right? And especially we're going to see how exactly Keyaru dishes out his justice, if you will, because, you know, when it boils down to it, he is actually a hero of some sort, right? He does actually have, good in his heart. He just does it in more slightly, questionable ways, I guess you could say. And if I remember correctly, we're also going to get some former introduction to Norn, Princess Norn, not just in, she's doing something somewhere else or in flashbacks or anything, but actually have a nice little talk with her. So, with that being said, let's just get into the episode before I spoil anything further. Alright, let's get into it in 3, 2, 1, play. The following program is intended only for mature audiences. Viewer discretion is advised. Okay, well actually it seems that we are starting from the opening this time. Well, thanks. The two flares, two Setsunas, and the girl whose name is really hard to pronounce. Like, I'm sorry, okay? I like you, but your name is kind of hard to remember. And then, Demon Lord girl. And then Norn. The heroes. We're on episode 7 here, right? I wonder if we're going to get into the confrontation with the other heroes. I mean, at least probably one of them. Are we gonna get to the second one, though? I would... No. I would assume so, right? Looking at the opening, yeah. We should. Alright. Nay, the healer executes justice. Like I was saying. We get to see Keyaru's brand of justice. No. No chill at all. That is a lot of blood.
ちのせいだ。お前たちが殺したんだろ。お前たちは4人殺して、俺は1人救ったんだから。他人に罪をなすりつけるなんて最低のクズだ。俺は大好きな故郷の人たちを殺された被害者だというのに。
True, you know.
安らかに眠るためには、供養のためには。
I should just kill everyone here.
大丈夫だよ。たとえ殺されてもしっかり復讐してやるからさ。やれやれ。お前たちに人間としての良心はないのか。一刻も早くお前たちを殺して村の人たちを助けないと。そうすれば死んだ人たちの無念も晴らせる。一石二鳥だな。こいつ壊れてる。おかしい。
No, I think that's actually impeccable logic, though. Like, seriously, you guys are the ones killing them.
まるで人を異常者みたいに。もう死んでもらうしかないじゃないか。結界だ。結界を発動しろ。
Hey. This is the part they actually left out.
ああ、やっちゃったな。中にいるものを閉じ込め、体力と魔力を吸う結界。それは特殊な宝石を身につけることによって防ぐことができる。罠だと分かっていて俺が何もしない。
This is actually, yeah, they saved it to make it like a little bit of a, you know.
さあ、赤く染まれ。無様に踊れ。貴様たちにふさわしい最後だ。
Hey, what are you guys being so fearful of? You came to see this, didn't you?
へえ、全滅すると思ったんだがな。貴様、一体何をした。結界が壊れていたんじゃないか。そんなわけがあるか。なかなか面白い見せ物だったよ。邪悪に落ちた勇者め。だが残念だったな。結界自体は作動している。どんな怪しげな術を使っても貴様はもう逃げられない。もう容赦はしない。なぶり殺しにしてやる。猛獣と同じ檻に入って喜ぶ奴がいるとは驚きだな。何？ここから逃げられないのはむしろ。
I'm not locked in. I'm not locked in here with you. You're locked in here with me.
なら俺は一人でも犠牲が減るように最善を尽くすしかないな。あらかじめ宣言しておこうか。背中を向けたやつから殺す。死にたいやつは村の人たちを殺すために背を向けてみろ。さあどうした。誰も動かないのか。村の人たちを殺すというのはハッタリか。毒だと。そうか。お前たちは最初から全員殺すつもりだったんだな。これで心置きなくやれるな。もう遠慮することはない。皆殺しだ。俺たちは何も知らない。何もやってない。なんだ、何がどうなっている。だが邪教徒なんだろう。殺されて当然だ。見ろ。
Yay. Dude, your girl, your panties are showing.
私はジオラル王国第一王女、術の勇者フレア・アール・グランデ・ジオラルです。フレア様、まさか。
Hey, I said it before, right? This is gonna be a recurring theme in what Keyaru and Flare does. And of course, the irony is that that is actually the real Flare. This is how they're going to animate this scene. That's kind of funny. Yeah, it's supposed to be her singing, but... but the quality of this anime, though. Oof. I wonder if Flare has ever realized how closely she resembles Princess Flare. I don't know. I haven't read that far yet. Potentially, it could happen in the future, right? I gotta say, the death scenes. I wonder if it has also been censored as well. Just along with the sex scenes as well. Because they definitely, it looks more stupid and horrifying to see them just like that. Oh, wait! This is actually a completely different development. Oh, sucks to be you. This is actually quite... Oh, and that boy's gone. This is actually quite different from... Huh. Oh. Nine. Huh. This is actually quite... I wonder. No, don't allow him. He's talking about himself. Huh. This is interesting. This kid did not. And this entire thing actually happened a lot differently as well. Yeah, I'll talk a little bit more at the differences. One last goodbye kiss. I'll talk more about the differences from at least the manga adaptation.
魔物とは要は魔力の強い動物のことだろ。そして魔物を支配できる特殊な能力を持った。
You know, I just realized we're just having a repeating animation right here.
そんなこと考えもしなかった。
See, Mazoku, I don't really think should be translated as magical beings. Mazoku, in most places, are translated as demons or whatnot. Yeah, I mean, literally it means magical beings, but most of the time it means something like demons or monsters or something like that. Hello, Demon Lord Girl.
まあそんなところかな。それともしノルンが来るのならその時は。
Ah, okay.
まったく揃いも揃って無能ばかりね。のこのこ現れた癒しの勇者に逃げられるなんて。しかもあのクズがクズお姉様が生きていてしかも裏切ったなんて癒しの勇者にそそのかされたのか
Ouch.
それとも洗脳どっちにしろ王家の面汚しだわ。
Ow. Ow.
この手でお姉様を捕らえて痛めつける口実ができたわね。
ラナリッタの暴動は周辺の町や村に飛び火する
Oh, good on you for still being able to talk calmly.
魔族に襲わせればいいのよ。そしたら王国に喧嘩売ってる場合じゃなくなるでしょ。
はい。それで姫様、状況が状況ですし、予定していたブラニッカへの遠征は中止しますか？
予定は変えないわ。やっと収穫の時期が来たのに。こんな楽しいハントゲームを邪魔されてたまるもんですか。
口出しして申し訳ございませんでした。
いいのよ。ジョンには踏んでも壊れない以上のことを一切期待してないもの。
おいがたき幸せ。
にしても癒しの勇者はただのクズじゃないかもね。簡単に捉えられると思ったのに。でも今回のことでどういうクズか分かった。もう私は失敗しない。
Oh, it's night. Does this mean, Oh, actually, since we're focusing here so long, I'm assuming this is the sex scene for this episode. Yeah, that's probably it. right? Nothing's going on. It's just, nighttime, peaceful. We're all going to bed. Sweet dreams and all that. See? What a beautiful night sky. Nothing is happening at all. Absolutely nothing.
フレイヤ幸せか
幸せです。
フレイヤは俺の命令で人を殺してきたよな。どう思った？
何も思いません。ケアルガ様に喜んでもらえることの方が大事です。
なるほどな。記憶を消したからといって性格が変わったわけじゃない。自分だけを愛していた王女フレアが自分と俺を愛するようになっただけで、それ以外の人間に対する扱いは何も変わっていないということか。ありがとう。俺も俺のために頑張ってくれるフレイヤが大好きだよ。
私も大好きです。
Oh, and we're back to, the night scenery.
お気に入りの刹那がいて、あのフレアをもてあそび利用する。こんなに楽しいことはない。さて、次の街ではどんな楽しいことが
Oh, I will say it's definitely some pretty good enjoyment. The next arc is probably my favorite, to be honest. Alright, see you guys after this. Well, alright guys, we are finally done with this arc and heading towards the next one. As I've already said, it's actually one of my favorite arcs because we get to meet some very interesting characters as well as have some very interesting developments. But more back to this episode, right? Because as I said, they definitely changed a lot of things from the original work. Now, again, I haven't read the light novel, I actually read the manga adaptation, so potentially it could be different as well. Maybe they're following things a bit closer to a light novel. I've never really looked up what are the differences between the manga and light novel, but I can definitely say that in terms of the differences from the manga, there were a lot, right? Like, for one, well, first of all, the entire speech that, and, the entire logic that Keyaru had in regards to, hey, who's the victim here, and it's you guys who are being the bad guys and whatnot, it's the same, right? And, the funny thing is, I really think there's a lot of logic to what he is actually saying, and, it actually makes a lot of sense, right? Like, I mean, think about it. Why is it that if someone holds a gun to somebody else and says, if you move one step further, I'm gonna shoot him, and then you move one step further, they shoot them, and then you have to blame yourself for death? No! If the bad guy did not hold a gun to the person's head, and pull the trigger, like, who exactly is the bad guy here? Why are they victimizing him, right? And killing the lives of innocents? So I have to say, I completely agree with Keyaru's logic. It is impeccable. Of course, him laughing like a maniac and whatnot isn't exactly helping his case, but, that is part of the charm of him, I guess you could say, and the charm of this series. So putting that aside, though, like I said, there are a lot of differences here. The part with the barrier and whatnot really came out of nowhere in the anime because back in the manga, he actually went to do some reconnaissance and actually discovered this first, right? He did some scouting and discovered what happened here, and there's actually also, I remember, another very important battle that happened there as well. Although when that actually happened, I'm not quite sure. I can't quite remember. But basically, he went and discovered that there was this trap, and then he did stuff to nullify it and use it against the soldiers and whatnot, right? So it came out as a bit of a, kind of a Hail Mary in the anime. Not that he would have needed it to kill off the rest of the soldiers anyways, but it certainly worked to his advantage, right? And beyond that, the scene where Flare, showed up on Stadium as a hologram and and by the way, they got some pretty damn good technology there. So when she was showing up as a hologram, actually Norn also showed up in that scene as well. So that was what I was talking about when I was saying that we get a lot more characterization from Norn, and we realize that she really is someone who is going to cross paths with Keyaru, and who Keyaru is going to be targeting as well. And they had like a back and forth between Norn and Flare and all that, which kind of oh, the scene there, right? The announcer scene definitely was drawn out a little bit more there. So they didn't do that, which is, I guess, okay, because we actually got more characterization from Norn after that, right? We see how she treats her subordinates, we see what she's actually planning, so on and so forth. And I think, I think I'm okay with this. I do believe that because the whole reason for that scene is really to show the characteristics and give characterization to Norn, right? Who, even though we keep on hearing, like, how ruthless and then how fearsome she is and whatnot, we don't really get to see what exactly she does. So I think having these sort of scenes really builds up to what she is a lot more, and would make us care for her, either negatively or positively, right? So, I will say that in terms of the anime adaptation, I'm fine with them moving things around in order to do this. But the barrier scene, I feel like, you either could have completely removed it or maybe make it integrate a little bit better. But anyways, so that place was changed. I certainly don't remember the scene with the merchant coming back and also the boy coming back as well. I mean, I may have just completely blanked out on that part, but I really don't remember there to be a storyline such as this, because this is one of those things where you think it might grow into an important side story later on down the road. Like one day, like many episodes, many chapters later, they might cross paths once again, and then Keyaru is going to really regret allowing this little kid to carry vengeance in him, and maybe potentially even almost kill Keyaru, right? Or at least make his life very miserable for a few chapters or a few episodes. So, not really sure if this is anime only, and if so, are they going to actually be having a development for this? But I definitely don't remember that being in the manga either. What else should we touch on? The rest, I think, is pretty much it, right? We still see that, hey, they are going to the city in the south where, these demons or monsters or magical beings, as they translate it here, are coexisting with humans, right? And, anytime you have a city where this sort of thing happens, that is ripe for some conflict, right? We've all seen the cliches before. Either one side or the other is going to try and use it as a fuse towards war or so on and so forth, right? So, no, I don't really think that's spoiling too much, because, like I said, it is a cliche there. And of course, having seen magical beings and whatnot, that definitely should remind you that what other magical beings have we seen so far, right? And I'll just leave it at that. But yeah, I think that's pretty much it for this episode. No, I'm not. I guess one last thing is the sexy times in this episode. I don't quite remember if that actually happened at the end of this arc in the manga or whatnot. But I think it may have, because I seem to recall their conversation here, right? Like Keyaru's comments on Flare and how her true personality is still that. It's just that it's been slightly change a little bit so that the target of her ruthlessness is not Keyaru anymore. Yeah, it definitely, like I said, this was definitely an episode more so on the fighting than on the sexy times, although we still get that at the end. And speaking of the fighting and whatnot, like, again, the animation for this anime is quite honestly I hesitate to say terrible, but it's definitely not good, right? I mean, it's not like it's a complete loss or whatnot, but you definitely see the crudeness in a lot of the scenes, not only in the characters and their facial expressions and the magic or the fighting quotation marks that they do, or how when they're talking is really just a sort of still frame, maybe being animated to be on loop and repeat, right? And that's basically the extent of the animation here. But hey, I don't care that much, because again, I do enjoy the story. I do enjoy having this sort of ruthless main character, and of course, sexy times are nice as well. So again, looking forward to the next arc. We're gonna get some pretty fun stuff. I can't wait until we see how Keyaru deals with the other heroes. So anyways, see you guys next time. Bye bye.